Ooh, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning.
Should I say hello, 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 hello?
You can.
I just realized something.
What's that?
We have on clashing colors.
Yeah, we don't match. Uh-oh. We got a little
Sorry,
echo.
y'all. Hang on.
We got a little echo going this morning.
I had to look at the date. I should know. It's 2 days after Mary Carl's birthday. I can't see that.
Oh.
Which is December the 30th at 7:50 a.m.
We
Central Standard Time.
You asked me the other day that maybe we ought to swap places.
Well, I think so, but I still don't think I can see it.
He still don't think you can see it.
I really, really, really need to keep readers on at all times. But y'all, I don't like to look at things far away with readers on.
Yeah, well, see, I don't like to look. I gotta take these off.
And the reader part, if I'm reading that screen and the readers are in the bottom, just say I use the readers with the bottom part,
right?
Then I'm not looking down. I'm looking straight.
Yeah.
Because of the computer.
Right.
So I can't see a thing, but that's okay. That might be a good thing.
Yeah, you reckon?
Well, only to those couple of people that aren't nice. Everybody's nice, except for maybe 2 people. And I'm not going to name them by names because I don't know who they are.
Oh, me.
Y'all, I have my coffee, but it's been fixed for a while.
It's almost gone?
Well, I thought about something.
What's that?
While I was not holding my cup, I thought to myself, maybe I should heat my coffee up. And I looked at the cup that I'm using and I said, probably wouldn't be a good idea.
We'll see some fireworks.
We probably would.
Before the first.
You know, when I was cooking something in the air fryer the other day. I think it was your wings.
You saw some sparks?
Yes.
In the air fryer?
That's just gray hair. Don't spit it out. I thought that I saw sparks.
Yeah.
And so I sat there, and y'all know my vision is not real good. So I sat there and I'm looking at it and I'm like, you know, when you're waiting on something to happen, it just won't happen. And I turn around, made a little popping sound. So I start looking at it again. I'm looking at it, waiting. I think it was because the wings weren't all the way thawed out.
Oh.
And I think it was the ice crystals making a little.
I see what you're saying.
It wasn't like a flash, but it just looked kind of funny.
Yeah.
So I've used my air fryer since then and no problems.
Well, I'm tell you what I saw.
You got a new air fryer over there or something, don't you?
No.
Oh.
I was looking outside because it made me think. I saw either one of our weathermen, either James Spann or Rich Thomas, post pictures at DeSoto Caverns area, and it was snow on the ground.
Jason, why didn't you tell me this earlier?
I just now thought about it.
Are you serious?
Mm-hmm.
That's like 30 minutes from here.
Yeah, sure is.
Oh my gracious.
I can find that.
I don't know if I believe this or not. Did any of y'all in Alabama, I can't read it. Did any of y'all have snow on the ground in Alabama this morning? Oh my gracious, y'all.
DeSoto State Park.
That's not far.
That's not far.
I say 30 minutes. It may be an hour.
Yeah.
It's, which direction is it? It's east, isn't it?
It is northeast.
Northeast, okay.
Yep.
So yesterday we had a very, very fun day. We took Mary Carl to Wheeler Wildlife
Refuge.
Is that what it's called?
I think so.
Wheeler Wildlife is 4 letters because I bought her a t-shirt. National Refuge. Maybe. Y'all are going to learn. We don't really know what we're talking about. We just kind of wing it.
But Wheeler National Wildlife Refuge. That sounds good, doesn't it?
It does.
Something.
Anyway, y'all, guess what they have this time of year? Now, I read some comments. Jason posted a picture of Mary Carl who was taking pictures.
Mm-hmm.
And I read some comments that I did not respond to. And because I was in a position where I couldn't,
right?
I didn't have internet enough to respond, but they were wanting to know what kind of interesting birds she saw.
Right.
Okay. So this time of year in Alabama, there are sandhill cranes. That's the super rare one, right?
No, the whooping's the super rare one.
Sandhill cranes by the tens of thousands.
They were everywhere. Yeah.
And then the whooping crane, which
We saw
She
2
said there was 11 at the most this
there.
year.
Yeah.
This year that she's seen the high count.
Yep. And that's on our eBird app.
But it was cold. That was my point.
Yep.
I mean, we had
was,
fun.
it was cold. It was cold. And we did see 2 whooping cranes, and we did see a lot of the sandhill cranes.
We did.
And I was telling my buddies Wes and Zach, and that's a big family small farm, and Zach at Head Family Farm, about the birds she was seeing. But I told them, I said, guys, though, there's one crane there that is super awesome, and is it just beautiful to see.
It's a sight to see.
Sight to see. And I said, I got a picture of this
He's
crane.
at a loss of words to tell y'all about this crane. So I mean, it was very.
So I sent him the picture of the crane that I had.
You had.
Yep, that I took a picture of. I got this picture of this crane.
You didn't have it in your pocket or
No, but I got it on my phone. I took the picture of this. Matter of fact, Mary Carl, I say I took it. Mary Carl took this picture.
Because she's a photographer.
Right. Of this thing. Y'all have probably never seen a crane like this before in your life. And that is right there. That is the Cool Daddy crane right there.
The Cool Daddy crane. The Cool Mama crane was sitting in the car in the heat.
Oh, so needless to say, my buddy Zach or Wes have never seen the Cool Daddy crane.
Oh, they've seen it. They've seen it. They've seen it several times.
What's that?
I splashed coffee on my face.
Oh, goodness.
Even Michael Key seen the Cool Daddy crane. Once or twice. He even saw the Cool Daddy crane when he was little. He's grown now.
Chestnut Hill says that's the biggest crane in Alabama. That is.
It is.
That is the biggest, strongest crane in Alabama, too.
Let me tell y'all something. They have I don't know what you call it. I guess like a exhibition room. Is that what you would call it? You didn't go in, so you don't know what it looked like.
I didn't go in that room.
You should have.
No, I was scooping out. I was looking for the Cool Daddy crane.
Well, you don't need to look for a Cool Daddy crane. You already got it. So I took Mary Carl last year, but Jason did not go with us. And so this year, this center was open that was not open last year. I don't know why. I think they were doing renovations or something.
That's what you told me the sign has said.
No, that was the store.
Oh, okay.
So in the room where they have the taxidermied birds of what you may see there, they had a taxidermied. What's the rare one? Not rare one.
The whooping crane.
The whooping crane is rare or not rare?
That's the rare one.
Not
sandhill crane.
The sandhill crane. They didn't have a whooping crane.
They didn't have a Cool Daddy crane in their mouth.
Jason, you're messing me up. I can't remember which crane's which.
All right, they had the sandhill crane.
Taxidermy.
Yeah.
So Mary Carl and I went in there, and y'all wouldn't believe how big that crane stands, tall wise.
Oh, I bet so.
Jason's a short dude. That crane, he'd come up to here. I'm not kidding.
I'm average. I'm not short.
You're short.
I'm average.
You're not average.
The average height of a man's 5'9", and I'm right there.
You are 5'8". That is short.
No, I'm 5'9".
We're gonna have a live.
I'm 5'9" and a half of my new boots on.
I'm not talking about boots. That's what I'm talking about. So you're 5'8" without them. I'm 5'4". Do y'all see more than 4 inches here? Y'all are gonna see a wild head of hair. I don't see more than 4 inches there.
Yeah.
Fix it.
We'll have to see. We'll have to have a measuring thing here.
We
measured how tall Moody was, and we'll have to measure how tall I am.
But guess what?
Michael Key said the hair makes me at least 6 foot.
It does.
That's right.
Fabio. Don't drink. Oh, Michael, how tall are you? I think Michael's probably about 6 foot.
He's probably 6 foot.
He's average. He's average.
Now, if you Google it,
I don't care what Google says. They might be using Chinese people for their
the average
sticks.
height
for a Chinese person.
How do you know they ain't taller?
Because they're little people. They eat nutritious diets and don't get very big. We eat fried foods and we grow large.
Zach says he's 5'7".
Well, I knew Zach was average. Right, Zach? Did Michael say how tall he is?
Oh, goodness gracious. Michael don't want to get in this conversation.
don't.
Yeah, I don't blame you, Mike.
Okay, I'm gonna shut up about average people because
What was you saying about the
how tall it was.
Oh, okay.
I couldn't believe how tall it was.
I got you.
I mean, you see them out in the field. There's an observation room where it's glassed in, and they have speakers in there.
Somebody said their husband is Chinese and is 6 foot tall.
He is above average.
Yeah, I'm telling you, 5'9" is it.
Oh gosh.
5'9's average.
We're not gonna talk about it. And I bet Michael has said how tall he is, and I missed it.
See, what I thought the same thing. Yao Ming is 7'6".
Maybe it's Japanese people that are small. Mary Carl gets on to me all the time because I will refer.
Michael Key's 6 foot.
I told you. I
Yep.
know how tall that boy
Yep.
is. And I know how tall you are.
And Zach said he's way above average in terms of attractiveness.
He is. He is. I didn't stutter or anything. I said he
Oh,
is.
goodness.
That's a nice
Oh,
man.
me.
So I think I'm referring to Japanese as being the smaller of
Height?
nationalities.
I don't know.
I
don't know.
Yeah, Mary Carl gets mad at me because I will refer to Japan as China, and it's I know it's not the same,
Right.
but it's just they look similar.
Mm-hmm.
In do they look similar to you? Everybody has a unique look depending on what region they're from.
Well, I think that's everybody. So I think that.
If we were that nationality, we could tell.
Oh
the
yeah,
difference.
absolutely, at 1,000%. And the same for
People from
think,
Russia or Sweden are blonde and blue-eyed.
Exactly. No
They
matter
may
what
look-
region you're from, they think that like Asian people probably think all Americans look alike.
Yes,
So
I get it.
see what I'm saying?
I get it. But
Yep.
that's why I get the two confused, because I feel like they look similar.
Right.
I'm sure there's some kind of way to distinguish the
See
regions.
there? See the lady that has the
The husband.
says they say we all look the same too.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, and that's why I think. Okay, enough. I'm not talking anymore.
Oh goodness. Well, we had an exciting last few days.
Yes.
Of course, we got the pedal boat.
Yeah.
I want to say paddle boat. I don't want to say paddle boat.
I'm not paddling. I'm
pedal
pedaling.
boat. Pedal boat. And it was lots of fun. And I said it in the video. I remember as a kid growing up, I wanted a pedal boat so bad.
And I read some comments that people did say I was very deprived as a child.
Really?
Yes.
Because
I didn't know about them.
Oh.
Because we just didn't go very many places.
Yeah. Unless you went to like some kind of state park or
Camping.
Had them, or that's basically it. That's
But
all I
we
remember.
never did anything like that.
I got you.
It was just I lived in the city in a neighborhood. I knew about bicycles, and
Yeah.
that's about it.
Well, it was something I wanted bad, and I always remember because my granddad had a cabin on. It was a creek. It's called White Oak Creek, but it was big. It wasn't like you think of a little creek. This thing was big.
It wasn't like the little creek at Cog Hill.
No, and it had houses on it, and
Well,
it looked like a lake. Basically.
I would describe it as being the river, because
that's what I've always said.
I went down there,
a
few times,
yeah.
and every time I never knew the difference. I always thought it was just part of the river because it was that big.
Exactly. And I always wanted one. There was an island out in the middle of it, and I could just vision myself riding to the little island. It wasn't that far. You could actually swim to the island if you'd wanted to, but there was no current over there that I remember.
Because it was a creek, I guess.
I guess so. And gosh, but I never got one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure there wasn't, Facebook Marketplace and those kind of things.
No, there was no.
Yeah.
Unless you had a yard sale, you didn't sell anything
right
that you wanted to get rid of back then. It was, well, I say that. I don't know when the bulletin board came about. It was later on. I'm not sure what year, but I can remember every time I went somewhere, even when we were together, we would buy a bulletin board because I've always been obsessed with.
Yep.
Even though I may not buy anything, I just like to read it. I don't like to read books, but I like to read the bulletin board.
I remember buying newspapers. We would get, of course, our local newspaper had the want ads in the back.
Right.
And then if we wanted something really far out, we would go to a newspaper machine
and buy
a Montgomery and a Birmingham newspaper.
That's right.
And Chestnut Hills, we got a Mule Trader on the bar right now.
We do. I have read it from front to back. Matter of fact, this may not be Zoe. It may be Nick. I sent Nick a screenshot of something for sale in the Mule Trader the other day because he was looking for a big watering thing. And I thought I found it, but it wasn't what he wanted.
Got you. But yeah, I remember doing the want ads, but I haven't looked at the newspaper, I bet, in 5 years.
But you looked at a Mule Trader.
I did. I'm assuming they still have want ads in the in the newspapers.
Y'all guess what else he doesn't look at?
What?
He doesn't look at Facebook Marketplace because his wife does.
I do every now and then.
And not you don't have to though, because I take care of that for you.
I do every now and then.
I do every day.
Yep.
I do every single day. I look at the local and see what's new and
see what pops up.
I'm just kind of, I don't know.
Yep.
I'm not looking for anything in particular necessarily. I just want to know what's new. And I don't buy that much. It may seem like I buy a lot on there, but most everything that I buy, we show y'all.
Oh yeah.
Most everything. Now we bought Mary Carl an old vintage cash register.
We did
before Christmas, and we didn't show that.
We didn't show that. I'll take a picture of it and put it on.
I bet I got a picture of it.
She I don't know why, but Mary Carl has been obsessed with old vintage cash registers, and she's been wanting one.
She's wanted one
every time we go to a thrift store or a Goodwill
this
or
has
anything
been going
like
on
that,
for at least 2 years.
She automatically, that's the first thing we have to search for is an old vintage cash register.
Y'all, do y'all remember when we went and bought? It's the place where we bought all the pallets from over in Millbrook. It's called the Pallet Depot, I think is what it's called. They have a little inside store area. So Jason and I are looking around, and they have this old cash register that's not for sale. Well, she's fascinated by it. So she's down there mashing buttons, and she mashes a button and a baby mouse comes out. Do you remember that?
I remember that.
It was brand new. It was a brand new mouse. Me. So his mama had to be right there, and it's 14 brothers and sisters were probably right there too. So she scoops him up and puts him in her hand and brings him to me. And she kind of didn't know what to do because, when somebody finds out they have a mouse, most of the time your mind automatically thinks nasty.
Yeah.
So she came to me, and this was recent. This was while we were living here. Y'all know when we put the pallets up in the barn? And she said, Mama, I found a mouse. And so I just went like this. And I thought to myself, Jason is terrified of mice and rats.
Especially rats.
And her first thought was, it's not going to go back to its mama because she's held it. And I said, baby, you can't take that mouse home. And so we knew to not tell Jason about the mouse. And so she's carrying it along. And I said, baby, you just can't. She was begging to take the mouse home. I said, you just can't. And she said, what do? I said, look, go tell the lady that you found a mouse. And she said, okay. And so she did. She told the lady she found a mouse. And the lady said, oh my, she said, the mama's probably back there.
Oh, and, sure.
And she said, she told her she could put her back. And so she did that. Now, I don't know what the outcome was. And I don't want to know what the outcome was. But she put the little pink mouse back to its potential mama's care. Or daddy or whoever.
Oh, my goodness.
Did you remember that? Not until I said it.
Yeah.
So she was fascinated with that cash register.
Right.
And it wasn't for sale. And it really, I'm glad it wasn't for sale because I probably would have had to take out a loan. It was one of those gold and silver, elaborate looking.
Yeah, it was fancy. It was really, really fancy. I don't know what they wanted for it.
It wasn't for sale.
Oh, it wasn't for sale. I thought it had a price on the bottom.
No, it wasn't for sale. That's what I'm saying. That was. I'm glad it wasn't for sale.
Yeah.
So, ever since then, I have been looking for a cash register, and we found one that was reasonably priced,
Mm-hmm.
and she loved it. And we went to where did we go? Rockford, Alabama,
which is
hop, skip, and a jump.
Yeah.
And but it was nighttime.
Yep.
And we got the cash register.
We did.
See if you keep talking. I'll see if I can find a picture.
And I saw a lot of people saying that they're scared of Facebook Marketplace, and you should be.
Yes, you should.
You should be. You just have to do a background check. If there's several red flags. Number one, they want a deposit. Number two, look and see what else they got for sale. Look at their profile. Look at their star rating. All that's on there. And so you just have to be careful. You know, how close are they to you? Will they give you their phone number so you can call and talk to them in person? So we do all that before we do anything on Facebook Marketplace. So
there it is.
You know, if they want,
there it is. Are y'all ready?
That's it.
That's the cash register. And
it actually works.
It does work.
Buttons and all work on it. Yeah.
I'm gonna tell y'all the truth.
Or if they just started a new Facebook page, or they just joined the group, all that's just red flags. So you have to be very careful. So we do all that background.
I get so aggravated
we do anything
with the stuff that I know that's a scam.
Yeah.
And I report everything that I see as a scam to Facebook, and it always comes back as they see nothing wrong with it.
Oh, yeah. Facebook won't do anything.
They don't care.
They don't do anything about it.
They don't care. They ain't making no money out of it.
I mean, poor old Daniel right now is getting...
Daniel Arms
at Arms Family Homestead. They are getting hammered with scammers right now. And I want to say this because he made a reel about it. I want to let you guys know this too. We will never send you a message and say you won something or we're giving you something. Unless it comes out of our mouths on a video
or live,
we're not doing that.
We're not doing it.
So don't answer any of those things, or just block them if you get anything like that, because they'll steal our profile picture, and that's what they're doing to Daniel. And they go through his member list or his fans and just start hitting them up. And it's a numbers game with him. If 1% out of, I think he's probably got 200,000 or 300,000 people respond back, they got them. So just be very, very careful with that. And it's a losing battle for us because Facebook does nothing, absolutely nothing. So just be really, really careful. But none of these channels, us, Daniel, Lester, all of them, they're not going to send you a message and tell you guys you've won something. We're sending you a prize. We're sending you a gift. It's all scams. So y'all just be very careful.
We would love to send each and every one of you a gift. We would love to. But I think if you think long and hard about it, we can't. It's not physically possible.
Yeah. And also we do our best to try to catch it before it happens. Also things to watch out in the comment section is hello
beautiful,
or your comments very interesting. I try to send you a friend request and it don't go through. Y'all don't pay attention to those at all. They're just all scams. So y'all just be careful.
My mama found somebody that she thought was somebody she knew and friended them, and it was not somebody she knew, and it could have turned out bad.
Right.
It could have turned out bad because it was somebody that was trying to scam people.
That's right.
But recently, when Daniel had his problem, the page showed a phone number on it, and I called it because I wanted to know.
It did. It had a phone number.
It had a phone number.
Brooke called it.
And I called it. And it said, thank you for calling.
It was a Google Voice.
Yeah.
So you can set up a phone number on Google. Any phone. I mean, it'll just give it to you. And that's what they were doing. So when you called it, it just said it was a voicemail, basically.
Oh, let me see if I can find it.
And then they texted like 10 minutes.
So what happened was...
I thought they texted you back 5 minutes later.
They did.
Okay.
So I hung up as soon as I heard that. I was like, please. But then I get I was going to try to find it.
Somebody said that they got a guy tell them how beautiful their profile picture was. And it was the picture of their dog.
Oh, my gosh. That's hilarious.
Oh, goodness.
I thought I was gonna find
They
that.
should have said, "Well, thank you," but that morning I was looking rough.
Mhm.
Exactly like that one.
Oh yeah. Oh, here it is, y'all. Oh, here it is. Okay. So I get a text. This is 8:21 a.m. I get a text, and all the text says is hello. And I said hi. And because I knew it was them, it was the same area code. A screenshot of your comment on my Facebook page is needed for confirmation. That's what they told me. I said, confirmation for what?
Yeah.
They said, your prize is with us here. I said, who is this? Follow my instructions and get it. I said, first, I need to know who this is, please. This is an official giveaway platform. I said, but what company did I win this from? Have a nice day.
Oh, goodness.
And you didn't tell Daniel I did all that.
I did.
Oh, you did? Okay.
I thought it was funny.
I tried to do my best to help our friends out. I was going to find out exactly where they were.
Yeah.
And I was going to get my prize.
Oh.
I didn't
But
get a prize.
you didn't get your prize.
No, and y'all won't either. So just
You
know.
won't get it. You won't get it.
Daniel's not giving anything away. DJ's not giving anything away. And Cog Hill Farm's not giving anything away.
Yeah. And it's terrible. And honestly, y'all, Facebook could do a lot more to stop it. But they don't.
And here we
They
are
don't.
live on that platform
I know,
talking about them.
But they don't.
It's pitiful.
They don't.
It's pitiful.
Yeah.
And you may ask, why do we continue to post on there? We don't post our long form videos. We post a link to it to our YouTube. And
Right.
that's why.
One reason.
Because we've had so many problems. Now we do our lives on there for convenience for you guys.
Right.
Because we don't make a dime off of it. With you watching us on Facebook, we don't make a penny. So that's why we try to steer you guys to YouTube, but some of you don't really know how that works. So if our lives, if you enjoy it, then we try to make it easy, but we don't make a dime off of it.
Nope. I saw somebody say that, Chestnut Hill says they're giving them great. They do everybody. Notice my cup.
Did they notice your cup?
They noticed my cup.
The cup was sent to Brooke. It said, Miss D said in her letter that Jason read out loud to me while I was driving from the post office.
Add it to your collection.
Miss Brooke. Do y'all know who this is? This is not Miss Brooke. Miss Brooke is using this cup.
But you like those cups. I don't, for some reason. There's something about metal and drinking out of it that I don't like, and I don't know what it is. And it's even, I would rather have a can. I mean, I'd rather have a bottle versus a can, and I'd rather drink out of this or a glass versus, I don't know. It's just one of those things.
Speaking of that, that made me think about our well water testing. We still have not heard the results back.
I think it's because of the holidays, though.
It may be.
Yeah, everything's backed up because of the holidays. So.
But Jason had a brilliant idea the other day. If our well water comes back safe for drinking, meaning no bacteria, we could take one of those big things like you buy at Walmart or big box store that you can put on the dispenser for the water to come out.
Right.
We can fill it up with our well water and use it for drinking water. And then I cannot stand the taste of our county water.
Right.
So we don't know what our well water tastes like because I'm too scared to drink it until I find out if it's got any bugs in it.
We know about the minerals and all that, but it's the bacteria that our second testing's for.
Yeah,
so.
it can have visible bugs in it, and I really wouldn't care. I just want to know about those ones that get you gut.
There's several people that agree with me. They don't like drinking out of metal either. It's I don't know. It's like, I don't know. It's just crazy. I don't know what to.
Maybe it's a pet peeve.
I guess.
Kind of like those. I ain't even gonna say it.
I don't even say it.
Popsicle.
I do want to say that the kids' video is out today. Make sure I ain't no problem because I did it real quick. The kids' video is out.
It's a quick one today.
It is a quick one. The other one, it's a song and dance. It's the Farmer in the Dale, the Cog Hill edition. I changed the lyrics up completely.
Because he didn't know them.
No, it's not that. It's just that the lyrics don't match my farm. So I
about whack me in the face.
Mine is the Cog Hill edition, believe it or not, the Old MacDonald Had a Farm video is still doing quite well. It's getting close to, gosh, it may be 250,000 views.
So they like your singing.
For some reason, the singing and dancing videos are doing quite well.
This is what we should do.
273, so it's getting close to 300,000
This
views.
is what we should do, y'all.
Yeah.
On the Cog Hill Farm.
Yeah.
Kids.
Yeah.
I should recreate the Old MacDonald Had a Farm in my version by me singing and me dancing and see how many views it gets.
Oh, okay.
Same thing you did, but my version.
I don't. It's
going to get 2 views.
Oh no, it'll get more than that.
22.
It'll get more than that. But the kids' video is out. I like doing those. They're fun. And obviously the parents and the kids like them because that video is the Old MacDonald Had a Farm one. It's just boop. It's still going.
So you thought if that one was good, you'd try another one.
Try another one.
See if people enjoy it.
Mm-hmm.
Kids enjoy it.
Kids enjoy it.
What were you going to say?
Well, I was talking about the pedal boat and what happened with Nugget. So this was totally unexpected because when me and you went out in the pedal boat, Nugget came down there, but he showed zero interest.
Right.
I mean, really, no interest. Matter of fact, he kind of walked off.
He pecked my shoes, and I think I even videoed him. He just wasn't interested.
Zero interest whatsoever. So I went back up to the house and got my drone because I wanted to show the boat going around in the water. When I got back and got my drone up in the air is when Nugget decided to go swimming.
And a lot of y'all think that he was trying to save me, Carl.
And who knows what he was thinking.
No, this is going to turn into a live where I do nothing but show y'all pictures. But I got to show y'all something.
But Brooke goes, Jason, look at Nugget. And so I just left the drone going. I ran down there and I grabbed my phone. You had your phone going. And I had no idea that Mary Carl was even videoing it. And y'all, and I tell you, when I said that I actually kind of quit recording because it, like we said in the last live, there's
so much that we don't show.
I'll make a decision and it's instant. I don't even decide. If I think my animal's in trouble, I just stop recording. I'm not worried about filming it. I'm not whatsoever.
No matter what the views you'll get.
I don't care. So I got worried that Nugget, I didn't know they could swim like that. I had no idea, y'all. An emu is a strong swimmer until he got out and was fine. And I Googled it. No idea. So
Jason sent it to me and I said, I know.
I was
because I've researched it before, but we didn't talk about it.
No, because it was like bam, bam, bam.
No, I'm talking about I had researched it long ago.
Oh, okay. Well, it really did make me nervous, and I thought that I was going to have to go down there in the cold water and get him out. I really thought that I may have to do that, but I didn't, and everything was fine. But there was a instant because it didn't last very long. It probably lasted 20 seconds.
No, it's longer than that.
It was way less than a minute.
It was less than a minute, but it was longer than what you think. Well, I videoed it. I guess you deleted it though.
I probably did.
We have to delete it. I was going to show y'all this picture. I had to hit it. This is Mary Carl, Nugget, and Peaches.
Y'all look at that.
When Nugget was a baby.
Yep.
Isn't that cute? And I was thinking about Nugget being, Mary Carl wanting Nugget as a pet and being attached to him and, you know.
Mm-hmm. But I was scared.
You were?
Not scared. Let's take that back. I was a little nervous when he got out there and he couldn't touch for those few seconds. And I was ready to go in like David Hasselhoff, but I didn't have my red thing.
You didn't.
But I was ready to go in like David Hasselhoff and save Nugget.
Well, I'm glad you didn't have to.
Not Pamela Anderson, but David Hasselhoff.
Well, Pamela Anderson was in the boat. Talking about Mary Carl. She's a beautiful little girl who I think oh, goodness. You spit.
Sorry.
Well, y'all, let me tell y'all about my most recent adventure.
Mm-hmm.
So I did a Walmart pickup one day this week. And I despise going to the grocery store. So I like to do pickups. And I like to schedule them in the morning. There was a time when I scheduled one in the evening that I had to wait like 45 minutes. And I know that's their busy time. So I try to do things, as easy for them as possible.
Right.
My pickups that morning, and I also have a thing at the car wash where I can go through as many times as I want to in a month for a set low price, which is actually the price of 2 car washes. So, why not?
Right.
So I'm going through the car wash, and I get my phone out, and I'm looking. Jason had posted a video, so I wanted to make sure he had posted it on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm scrolling, and while I'm scrolling, I see an ad. Let's see if I can find it. And the ad said, well, the enticing part was free. Free Mule. No idea how old it is. It had a pink halter on, but it had a slight limp in one of its legs. Did a new home. So immediately, I'm like, we're going to get this mule. So I text Jason. I'm not looking at y'all because I'm trying to find it. I text Jason. There it is. All right. Here's the post. See the little pink halter? I text Jason. I tell him it says small mule free. It's a little wild, small limp in the front leg sometimes. They have a smaller catch pen they could put her in and help her load. She hasn't been worked with at all. I commented before I talked to Jason.
Yep.
I said, sent you a private message. I messaged him and said, can I see it? And so I messaged Jason, and Jason said, Brooke, it says free.
There were some red flags there.
It says free.
That I already caught.
And it says a little wild.
I said, number one, it says free, and it says a little wild.
A little wild, which Jason didn't like those 2 words together.
Well, we used to have horses, and we would go with our friends to look at horses and stuff like that. And you kind of pick up on terms, even though this isn't 100% horse.
And it's little. That was my thoughts.
Yeah.
It's little.
Yeah.
Little can still kick real hard.
Little wild means this thing's crazy as a bitsy bug, and you're going to run around the pasture for 4 hours trying to catch it.
So that's Jason's thought.
That's a little crazy.
My thoughts are, I want to see it and see how wild it is.
Yeah.
I tell the man my phone number, and he messaged me back on my way home from Walmart. And I tell Jason, I said, can we go look? And he said,
oh, yeah.
I'll go with you to look at it.
I was fine to go look at it because I knew this thing was going to be crazy. I'm just telling you.
So he had already formed the opinion, and I knew this wasn't going to go well from the get-go.
Yep.
I knew it wasn't going to go well. Well, we go look at it, and all 3 of us tried with food to get the mule to come to us.
That's right.
And the mule didn't come to us, but didn't act like it was pure wild either. Just didn't let us come to it. I wanted to know how old it was.
Yes.
I wanted to know several factors.
Yes.
So I knew right then Jason really didn't want to fool with it.
I didn't.
He tells me, he said, Brooke, you're having some health issues, and I don't think you're able to work with it.
Right.
And so I made the decision. I said, okay. I said, but I want her to be safe. I want her to be saved. I want her to go to a good home.
Now, where's she at now? It wasn't like
it wasn't a bad home, but they were getting rid of her.
But they wanted to get rid of her.
So
because an older gentleman owned it, and he wasn't unable to work with her anymore.
She needed some.
She needed some work. She did. She needed somebody to spend some time with her.
She did. So before we get out of the driveway, I call my friend Catherine at G&G Farm. I tell Catherine what's going on, and y'all will have to watch her video on G&G Farm, G and symbol G Farm on YouTube, because she and I went and got her, and she now is living at Catherine's farm. And it went way better than what both you and I expected.
It did.
I will tell y'all that the gentleman told me she didn't have a name. And so we were okay with that. They'd had her 2 years. She didn't
Mhm.
have a name. That was okay. The lady was able to get the halter on her, and she was not there when we went and initially looked at her.
Mhm.
But she was going to get off work, and she could help load her because the mule was a little bit friendlier to her than she was to the man. So Catherine and I go at 3:00 to go pick up the mule.
Right.
She looks like a mini horse, but
She does look a lot like a mini horse.
she's a mule.
She is a mule.
And I asked Catherine asked the lady, she said, well, does she have a name?
Mhm.
The lady responds, the letters. And if your kids are watching,
Just say it starts with the letter B, and that's all we got to say.
It's got 5 letters and it starts with the letter B.
Yep.
And she was loaded at this point.
Yep.
She was already in the trailer, which was a good thing.
Right.
Because I don't think Catherine would have backed out. I don't think Catherine would have said unload her.
Right.
But at least she was already in by the time we were told the name.
Yep.
But she has a name now.
Yeah.
So go watch Catherine's video and find out more about the 5-letter B word. I'm sorry. The 5-letter B word.
Yep.
She's not that. She's not that. Catherine's been working with her, and
Catherine used to own horses and used to train and break horses, so she knows how to handle herself.
She does,
Yep.
and she's happy, y'all.
Yep.
The little thing is happy.
Got lots of room over there.
But well, y'all, I think that my coffee's empty.
Okay.
And we got a busy day.
We do have a busy day.
We got a busy day, so I think that we are going to stop a little bit early, and we will be back here on Tuesday.
Yep.
Right at 4:00.
4:00.
If all goes well.
Mm-hmm.
And I will let y'all go watch kids' videos
Mhm.
and go watch Catherine and find out more about what we did this week.
That's right.
All right. You got to say it.
Y'all be good.